Hi everyone, I'm Rebecca and welcome to my kitchen. Okay, so for this easy crust, I'm going to use about 2 2/3 cup flour, regular flour. And that's about it. And I'm going to use 2 sticks of butter. I'm going to chop them up nice and fine and put them in there with it. I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of sugar. I'm just going to use some brown sugar in it. Not going to really measure. That looks about right. And we're going to put about a teaspoon of salt in here. We're going to mix this before we add our butter to get this all nice and incorporated together. Okay, now we're going to add our butter. Let's get the butter out of the freezer. I'm going to add about 2 sticks of butter. Get that all ready to go, and we're going to pulse it again. Get it all combined, get it to almost like a graham cracker crust consistency, I would call it. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So there's like little tiny chunks. Let me see. There we go. Little tiny chunks of butter in there. So you don't want to like over mix it. You still want these little chunks of butter. Okay? So now we're going to just mix this dough just enough to get it a little bit moistened. And we're going to use some ice cold water to mix it. Get it nice and tasty. And we're going to start with, this is a 1/2 cup, but I'm going to use my hands to, see what's going to be enough. It should only be enough to get it nice and moist. Shouldn't be too wet. Shouldn't be like too dry. Just to where it will hold together. When you scrunch it together. Or I don't know how else to say it. Make sure you use super cold water too, because you don't want the butter to melt while you're doing this. Might need a little bit more than that. I'm just gonna, there we go. That should be enough. See, when I do this, if it holds together when you squeeze it a little bit, then it's about ready. This is how I do my crust anyway. I'm going to put it on the table so you guys can get a better view of what I'm talking about. Just dump it out here. See, it's super crumbly. You don't want to over mix it. We're going to... This makes 2 crusts, by the way. 2 pie crusts. Get it all nice and combined together. Like this. that. And that's good. And you're gonna wanna freeze it, or not, I'm sorry, not freeze it. You're gonna wanna refrigerate it for at least, I would say 20 minutes to a half an hour before you use it. That way it'll be nice and cold. Give it time to rest a little bit. It looks like a mess, but it'll come together. You don't want to put too much water in it. You want that flaky, buttery crust. Okay. Now, we're going to wrap it up in some saran wrap. On the pie. Okay, I'm gonna let these rest for about a half an hour, and then I'll be back. Okay, so our dough has been chilled, and now we're going to put some flour down and roll it out. This is going to be the bottom. Okay, this is the bottom. Need a fork and poke some holes in it, and then we're gonna bake it for about 10 minutes to get it partially cooked.